Hello, my name is Sharon Lee, breast cancer survivor and cancer widow. When I was diagnosed with cancer in April 2012, I started writing about my experiences and feelings, one word at a time. I had written poetry since I was a child. Now I needed my words more than ever. I started a Facebook page called Writing Your Way Through Illness and Injury, dedicated to writing and sharing shared experiences of illness and loss. You see, I believe poetry is powerful. To me, a poem about cancer or being a caregiver or losing a loved one is a rap of sorts. You shouldn't have to sugarcoat illness or the emotions that go along with it. Illness is frightening, no matter how strong you are or think you are. We all deal with illness and loss at some point in our lives. When a person is diagnosed with a debilitating, serious illness, sometimes connecting with these emotions can be very difficult. When someone you love dies from cancer, as did my husband in the summer of 2014 at age 50, the pain can almost be too much to put into words or share with others who have not experienced such a deep loss. Writing your way through illness and injury has evolved into something bigger than myself, connecting with people from all over the country, sharing their own stories. We greet each other through poetic words, comments, emotions, and an understanding that is simply known by having lived it. I do not give advice on my site. I am simply a cancer survivor and now widow, sharing my story and sharing words with others who know illness and loss by name. You see, in a poem, you can create an image that draws a true, honest picture, or maybe like an abstract painting. A poem can tell a story, can shed some light, can be a voice. You can yell to the sky or scream in your rhymes. You don't have to put on a smile and fake for others. Your poem is you at that very moment. You can write about the hope you carry with you too, a comforting friend to see you through, or simply what keeps you going day by day. Poetry has been a comfort to me for almost 3 years now, helping me during the most difficult time of my life. And that is why I so believe that poetry is powerful, poetry is healing, poetry is you. The first poem I want to share with you is a description of my journey with breast cancer, with caring for my husband with cancer and losing him to cancer. This all happened within 2.5 years, and my words will try to express the impact these powerful events on my emotions and outlook. For cancer patients and their families, I felt a deep calling. No way to explain. It's too insane how or where or when the calling took hold. Cancer came to me, shaking me awake, looking me straight in the eyes, whispering the deep hopes, the fearful prayers and open wounds of cancer patients everywhere, me being one of them. My cancer had a name, the typical cancer confusion, invasive lobular carcinoma. I climbed a steep, staggering hill, holding on to jagged rocks, grasping hold of each one with trembling hands, losing both my breasts, fearful each surgery, trying not to slip and fall. It was a long way down. But I made it to a safe place. I was sheltered and felt the sun, warm and comforting. I rested and prayed. I felt a deep calling again when you became ill, neuroendocrine carcinoma. Rare and advanced, aggressive and raging within you. The calling was getting louder. I prayed for you to be saved. We started the long, arduous climb. The rest breaks were short ones. The mountain was so very large, bigger and more scary than mine. The wind was howling, the night air was cold. I felt you slowly slipping. I couldn't hold on. I watched you fall. I cried and I cried. I reached a safe place to rest, looking out at the horizon, screaming and crying your name, praying for direction. I felt the deepest calling ever that was now a part of me. It would never leave me. I would write the words directly from my experience, from my heart and poet mind of having cancer, losing a loved one, being a caregiver, trying to speak reality, being a voice of illness, of loss, of taking care of, watching your loved one die, of steep hills and jagged rocks, finding a safe place to rest and feel the sun for many years to come. And yes, sometimes slipping into the abyss of stardust and beautiful dreams.